Lavelle, John, West Coast Connects. Ronnie reached out, promised this free video, so I'm going to keep it pretty short and sweet. Don't want to waste your time. Just want to show you a couple of tips you can do to increase customer flow and traffic. And with that, all I ask is that if you can send me some feedback, whether that be via email, text, phone call, anything would suffice. I just would love to hear your thoughts. So, my first tip is actually just to get a website. So, uh, you know, there's 2 trillion searches online every year, and it used to be where website wasn't a big deal. Even still, not too long ago, you could get away with a Facebook page or have a Google My Business account or something. And while that works for specific ways and for specific things, it's gotten to the point almost where if you don't have a website, it almost hurts your credibility, as a company, because almost everybody has one. So, especially when people, even when they hear word of mouth or what have you about your business, they'll want to check out your website, see what kind of services you offer, stuff like that. And if you don't have one, it doesn't necessarily hurt you so much, but having one kind of adds authority to your business and kind of just, gives it some validity. So, um, and then with the amount of searches that are on Google, it's really great to have a website that you can build into a lead funnel, where you can have leads coming in and not have to worry about it. And I'll kind of talk on ways you can do that toward the end. But that would be my first tip. And make sure when you get your this is one of your competitors out in Henderson, but make sure that when you get your website, you have good content on it. So content is anything that you can highlight, whether that be text or pictures. When you have content, you want content that is like here they have Henderson Electricians, Henderson Electric. You want these keywords in here so that people can find them. So when someone searches Henderson Electricians, chances are, uh, this company will be found for it and ranked in the top 100. It's not necessarily the case depending on how strong the website is, but um, in this instance, this company is pretty strong. So I'm sure they're one of the top people for that particular keyword as well. So definitely want to have uh, keywords that you want to be searched for, and you want those to be keywords to have a lot of volume. And I'll talk about that in a second. But that would be my first tip. My second tip would be to have a Google My Business up. It's not too difficult to get one of these going. It hooks to your website. You're able to get Google reviews, and it gives you basic information about the business, like when it opens, the phone number, pictures, which is great. But the great thing about having a Google My Business is that when someone does a search, the first thing that pops up after the ads and after the Google guarantee is this map pack. And if your business is right here, a lot of people don't go below it. They just website boom. And this is Catalyst. This is the company that's right here. So they're first in the map pack for this particular keyword, Electrician, Henderson, Nevada, and their website's here. And they're first. No, they're not first. They're behind. They're third in the organic rankings behind Yelp and Better Business Bureau. So, um, you know, it, they're getting a lot of traffic from this Google My Business because people are going right here, clicking on the website, and then going directly to their page. So that's always a big thing. I always recommend getting a Google My Business up and running. And then lastly, you want to go after specific keywords that are high in volume and low in KD or keyword difficulty if you're trying to start building up a lead funnel. So, traditionally, if you want your website to start getting calls, you have to build up the strength of your site. And I'll show you right here what that looks like. So, this is the strength of one of your competitor sites. Okay. This is on a scale from 0 to 100, 0 being the weakest and 100 being the strongest. And what you typically like to see is a 1-to-1 ratio. So if this is 8, you want that to be 8. These are the amount of web pages that are, or websites that are sending links back to this page. These are the amount of keywords that they're ranking in the top 100 for. This is the amount of traffic that they're getting every month. And then this is how much I would have to spend in Google Ads to duplicate that amount of traffic, okay? So I'd have to spend $63 in Google Ads to get that many hits. The company we were looking at, Calidus, this is their site. So they are pretty strong. As you can see here, a very high number. They have 266 websites sending them 5,600 backlinks. They're ranking in the top 100 and 576 keywords. They're getting 382 hits a month, and their traffic value is $3,500. So I'd have to spend $3,500 a month to get the same traffic value. So that company is pretty high and pretty strong. Okay, they're doing SEO. They're getting stuff done, and it's paying off. They're getting the hits, and they're getting this their website's now a lead funnel. I mean, it's so strong that it's just getting leads in left and right. Okay, but what you want with these keywords that I was talking about for your site is you want these keywords to be high in volume. So you see, Electrician Henderson, Nevada has 100 searches a month. Electrical Contractors Las Vegas has 100 searches a month. But this keyword difficulty, how hard is it to rank in the top 10 on a scale of 0 to 100? This keyword difficulty is 0, so it's really easy to rank in the top 10. The problem with this specific keyword is that you could rank in the top 10 pretty easy, but the top 2 or 3 are kind of giants. They're pretty strong. So in order to get to the top 2 or 3, you'd have to spend a little bit of money in order to beat these guys out. But then, you go to other Electrician Las Vegas, for instance, they have a lot of volume, 300 searches a month, but their KD is 10. So it's going to take a lot longer to rank in the top 10. So you really want to go after which was my third tip, go after the high volume but low KD keywords in order to start getting ranked. And really that's where your volume will come from. So, definitely want to get a website up and running, get your Google My Business up and going, and then really go after some easier keywords so you can get some traffic, especially early on, and that'll help get some traffic in and some lead funnels. So that would be my 3 tips. If you need some help or if you want somebody who knows what they're doing, we'd be glad to help. But with that, have a great day and God bless.